Some of you have spent more time explaining their behavior than they've spent showing up for you. Read that again, because that realization alone might explain your entire relationship. Deep down, you already know. You know because every conversation about the future feels like trying to nail jelly to a wall. You know because they talk about someday the way politicians talk about promises. You know because every time you pull away, they suddenly remember how much you matter. And every time you stay, the effort quietly returns to factory settings. The real question isn't, am I the placeholder? The real question is, why am I still here? And that question is much more uncomfortable. Because most people think they stay because they're in love. Sometimes they stay because they've invested too much to leave. Think about how ridiculous human beings are. We will stay in a line for 40 minutes because we've already waited 30. And somehow, we convince ourselves that investing more time will fix a bad decision. Now apply that logic to 3 years of your life. This is what psychologists call the sunk cost fallacy. The more you've invested, the harder it becomes to walk away. Not because the relationship is good, because leaving forces you to admit the investment didn't produce what you hoped. And your brain hates that conclusion, because acceptance ends the fantasy. So it starts negotiating. Maybe they need more time. Maybe they're scared. Maybe if I explain it better. Maybe after another 6 months. Waiting always feels easier than grieving. Wonderful. You've turned waiting into a personality trait. Here's the question that destroys the entire illusion. If you met this person today, knowing everything you know now, would you sign up for this exact relationship? Not their potential. This, the uncertainty, the mixed signals, the future talk with no future. Would you choose it? Most people go quiet right there. Because the answer arrives immediately. The problem isn't that you don't know. The problem is that knowing creates grief. Because leaving a placeholder relationship isn't just losing a person. It's losing a future. The imaginary future where they finally choose you. The future where all this waiting suddenly makes sense. That future feels real. But here's the brutal truth. You can't lose something that was never actually offered. You're grieving a promise they never made. And until you grieve that fantasy, you'll keep confusing hope with evidence. And evidence has been trying to tell you the truth for a long time. Now let's talk about what happens next. Most people think they need an ultimatum. Wrong. Placeholder dynamics love ultimatums. Because ultimatums create panic. Panic creates effort. Effort creates hope. Hope keeps you there. Then, a month later, everything returns to normal. The spike was never commitment. It was self-preservation. What you need isn't an ultimatum. It's clarity. One calm question. Where's this going? A timeline. A direction. Something real. And then you pay attention to the response. The sudden speech about pressure. The way your simple question somehow becomes a problem you're causing. That's the answer. A person who genuinely wants a future with you might not have perfect language. But they won't punish you for asking where you stand. And here's the realization that changes everything. The pattern is the plan. If nothing changes, that's the answer. If clarity always requires more waiting, that's the answer. If commitment is always somewhere over the horizon, that's the answer. Your time is not unlimited. Neither is your ability to keep pretending you don't see what's happening. And the saddest part of being a placeholder isn't that someone else refuses to choose you. It's that you've started refusing to choose yourself. So choose. Not because it feels good. Not because it feels easy. Because for the first time in a long time, you're finally seeing reality clearly. And reality is where every better decision begins. Subscribe to LoveLens.